you. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I've been sort of sitting on this dais for, the Skill Summit's opening ceremony, I think, for 5 years now. And I must say that in my personal experience, this has been the most insightful opening session ever. Yes. Let me try to capture that for the audience very quickly, right? I think Mr. Didar Singh, I'm trying to do this for all of you so that you have a quick summary as an insight to walk away from the session. Yeah. I think very important points got made in my view here. I think Mr. Didar Singh established the fact that skills is a horizontal industry and affects everything, which the last speaker, Dr. Kamal Hassan, also reiterated that even the film industry is a convergence of complete skills. I think the insight that you brought, Andrew, about health, participation in life, trust, is a completely new angle to skills. Most people have not seen skills as adding to the quality of life beyond the economic aspect of it. And I think that's a very significant learning today. I think also the fact that particularly in the Indian market that the routine cognitive skills demand is dropping is very critical for people to understand, because that's where the entire education system is focused on. I think the fact that literacy, numeracy, and the soft skills around working in teams and working at workplaces is very significant part of teaching anything. So it's not just about teaching somebody the skills of an electrician or a carpenter or an animator, but the skills of numeracy, the skills of literacy, the ability to read, and the ability to work with other people. I think that's also a very insightful thing in terms of content. I think Mr. Pai brought out very quickly very powerful points, I thought. And I've been saying this in many forums, and he said it in his beginning, that if we have to look at benchmarks, we have to look at large countries like China. And too often in skills forums, I don't mean to belittle anything, but we are all the time looking at models of, say, Switzerland or France or Germany, where the social context is different and the size and scale is so different. I think the fact that 57% of the educated in India are not adequately skilled for employment is something to worry about. Also the fact that since India is not one country, the skill maps will vary from states to state. And completely different skills will work in different states to create fulfillment. The need to shift from agriculture to industry is so critical. And I think the whole conversation around incentivizing labor and job creation is so significant. I still remember that even when we are talking to the ministry sometimes, there are schemes where the discussion is about investing in infrastructure and capex. And all of us have said that's not a challenge. The challenge is about incentivizing the OPEX part of it, the labor generation part of it. And also how specific gaps in the world can be filled by Indian industry. I think, in a nutshell, these were some of the big learnings that I'm taking away from this session, and I'm just summarizing for the audience. I'd like to therefore formally, on behalf of FICCI, thank you, Mr. Mohandas Pai, for setting forth the agenda of this keynote address. I would also like to thank Mr. Andreas Schleicher, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, who's the director of the Directorate of Education and Skills, OECD, for his insights. Dr. Kamal Hassan, who's the chairman of the Media and Entertainment Sector Council. Dilip, for all the work he does with all of us in this special. I thought he was going to address the gathering, but I think it changed last minute. Yeah. And finally, I'd like to thank Dr. Didar Singh, who's the Secretary General of FICCI, Mr. RCM Reddy, Chairman of the FICCI Skills Development Council, Shobha and her team, who I know have done a lot of work to put this together. Thank you very much.